Regal Princess, BTS.
Yeah, hello, yeah, we're good to go on 106, 8.52, support with the collective message crew numbers, the other.
BTS, that's all copied. The Disney Dream has been delayed, not leaving till 17:45 now.
Okay, well, we'll get going. Okay, if you're happy with passengers, got the crew numbers for you.
Yeah, BTS, send the numbers.
Yeah, the guest 3333 and crew 1338.
BTS, all copied, thank you. Yes. Full GI, BTS, over.
Yeah, afternoon again, just away from our moorings now with our painful low pontoon alongside, back in the 21 berth.
BTS, all copied, thank you. Sea Green VTS, all copied, thank you, good evening.
VTS, white scene, that is us finished today at the boat show, underway very shortly, just 3 crew, draft 1.8 and out for count.
White scene BTS, that's all copied, thank you. Waverley, VTS, over. VTS, all copied, thank you.
Ahoy, shipmates! I've just gone live a tad early, mainly because look at this. It's like the pirates are invading Southampton water. It's the Dutch ship. I'm not sure quite how you pronounce it. Certainly that's how I was pronouncing it.
Tag on the VTS.
That's how I was pronouncing it at the boat show the other day when I had a few beers.
VTS, I have no timeline, just they want a wide berth and reduction of it.
Again, the best bar at the show. There's a bar on board serving beer, spirits and whiskey. In fact, their own whiskey. They make their own whiskey. I don't know what it's called. Thalassa. Anyway, Thalassa spends the winter in the Caribbean taking children around various islands, training them how to sail, all that sort of rigmarole, various school-based exercises. And then in the summer, Thalassa spends her time bouncing around the Isles in Scotland on a whiskey tour. Something I quite like the sound of, I have to say. Apparently they have their own whiskey. I'm not sure if they make it on board or they just have their own variety from somewhere. Something like that. Anyway, there is whiskey involved, which can't be a bad thing. There is Arvia, due to depart at 8 o'clock. And then we have Disney Dream departing at 5 o'clock. I've gone live a bit early because the little devil shot off early the other day, so we missed the horns. There's Thalassa. I've got itching Cam's microphone up. It doesn't sound too bad. It's just wet noise because it's been a terribly wet day here in the port of Southampton. A quick check on that weather. So it's not too windy, so hopefully it won't be too bad. But the wind is sort of like south-southwest, which will blow the sound of Disney's horns away. Which is a bit of a shame, so may not be that audible, unfortunately. Temperature just around 20°, and humidity is quite high.
Kingdom of 5, VTS 7.
So as a reminder, we've got the Disney Dream 5 o'clock, Regal Princess further up the port at 5, Norwegian Prima 5:15, and then for some reason the departure times in bouncing around Arvia at 8.
Kingdom of 5 VTS, information, we have a large outbound container vessel just on the Bramble Turn now. How long will you be working on the buoy for us?
Pilot boat there, shooting out.
Kingdom of 5 VTS, all understood, thank you.
Oh, hi there, shipmates. I see we've got quite a few shipmates in the chat already. Very keen. Hi there, Joe McKenning. Hi there, Mrs. Ayo. And hi there, Deborah Speller. Hi there, Kathy Pace. Hi there, Anne Savage. And hi there, Rab Nesbitt. Hi there, Steve Reaper 44. And hi there, Elizabeth G. And of course, we've got a good selection of spanners as well. Bay Blue, Azure Monument, Carmen, and I think I've got all the spanners there. Have I got all the spanners? Yes, I think I've got the spanners. Oh, and I wasn't looking where I was pointing the camera, was I? Blank space.
VTS Prolific, that's us alongside in Ocean Village, where we'll stay tonight, over.
Terrific, VTS, will copy, thank you.
Prolific is the sail training vessel. Looks a bit like one of these as well. Not quite as big as this unpronounceable Shim Thalassa. Boy, there's shipmate Enchanted Swifty13 says, I got off the Dream today. Did you have a good cruise, shipmate? What were the highlights of Disney Dream? Let us know in the chat. It is It is 4:45. Disney Dream was a tad early the other week, so hopefully we'll catch you because we're live nice and early. Just thought we'd watch this Dutch ship come in. It's not often you see a tall ship with all sails up. Shipmate Liz H suggests that Arvia may be late departing as passengers have been delayed flying in from the Channel Islands. Oh, well, I wouldn't be surprised because the weather today has been absolutely horrendous. It's been pouring, raining pretty much from about 10 o'clock this morning up until about sort of 2 o'clock this afternoon. Massive puddles everywhere. Not the best weather at all. Come on, what's going on here? You can look at the stern of the sail training vessel. Actually, no, I don't know. It's not a training vessel. Well, it is a training vessel in the summertime for very lucky.
Red Jet 4 VTS, that's all copy of traffic information. The CMA CGM Tarragona approaching the Prince Consort Buoy, outbound clear channel vessel. With Champion, West Ride Middle, outbound to the west. Red Eagle, south of the West Bramble, outbound to Cows. And the Shield Hall, approaching the Reach, inbound.
I don't know where Shield Hall's off to. This will be the... Oh. Right, okay. Disney Dream delayed now until 5:45. That's typical, isn't it? I'm early, and now the ship's late. We just can't seem to get these things working together, can we? Disney Dream is off on a 11-night one-way cruise. This is the last we will see of Disney Dream here in the port of Southampton until 2024. It's the Hythe ferry there in the background. She's off on a one-way cruise to the well, it's the Americas, I suppose I'd say, the Caribbean. New York, USA, via Vigo, Lisbon.
Regal Princess, VTS, that's all copied. Traffic information, the Thalassa approaching Dockhead, inbound for Mayflower Park.
She's off to New York via Vigo, Lisbon, King's Wharf, Bermuda, and we won't see her again until the 24th of July 2024. And apparently she's delayed. Bit of a blow, isn't it? Let's have a look. What's currently happening now then? Disney Dream delayed until 5:45. Regal Princess still due to depart at 5. Might update my infographic. Can I update the infographic? Well, let's do that, sure. Let's update the infographic. I can multitask and do these things on the fly. No, I can't. That's not the infographic. Okay. Computers. Come on, computer. What's the matter with you? It's a bit slow when I'm broadcasting. It's all that pirated software. One big the deck with dreaded lurgine viruses. Right, let's update Disney Dream to 7:45. Don't know why the Disney Dream departure has changed. Disney Dream is normally very prompt. In fact, it's been a little bit too prompt lately. Let's move the camera. Do that and that. Click yes, yes. Done. There we go. Updated departure times. There we go. Might just knock itching Cam on the head. A little bit quiet in the background. Hi there, Steve Stallard. Stallard. Sounds like salad. I didn't mean to say salad. Steve Stallard. Shipmate. Oh, there's shipmate Michael Ladbrook.
The Thalassa VTS over.
Ah, that's who you said. Thalassa. Shipmate Michael Ladbrook says, what time does Arvia depart? Arvia is departing at 8 o'clock. Someone suggested she's been delayed due to people flying in from the Channel Islands.
Thalassa, Southampton VTS over.
Southampton VTS, Thalassa.
Thalassa VTS, the Regal Princess on 106, singling up shortly to depart over.
Okay, thank you.
It's very busy at the moment for the boat show. So Regal Princess is singling up. And I'll just show you where Thalassa is going. She's going prominently on the corner of the pontoons to the boat show. If you happen to get down to the boat show.
Thalassa.
Thalassa VTS over.
Yes, sorry, it was just outside the wheelhouse there. Can you, I missed a call.
VTS, traffic information, the Regal Princess on 106 is singled up shortly to depart at berth over.
Okay, Roger, yeah, we'll keep well clear, so we'll either tuck in by the ocean dock or down by the boat show there, but we'll keep well clear of it. Thank you.
Yep, there goes Thalassa. And let's show you on the map. The Regal Princess is up here at the other end of the port. Norwegian Prima's just here, and then the boat show is here. So Thalassa here is going to park on this corner here. And look, this is the boat show. Look at all these boats in for the boat show. Any pictures of them? This is MG81. We went out on MG81 on Friday for a quick blast down the Solent. Excellent it was. Very fast. Yes, quite a smooth ride actually. It was lovely conditions. Then on yesterday, so yesterday was Saturday, wasn't it? Yesterday, Saturday, we even had some red arrows.
Regal Princess, VTS on, understood, thank you.
It's been some time since we've had the red arrows in port. I think I've been trying to capture them on film for, it seems like about 10 years or so, something like that. Every time they've tried to come in, the conditions have been terrible.
Southampton VTS, Norwegian Prima.
Norwegian Prima, VTS.
Yeah, afternoon to you. 8.5. Next port for half. Figures to follow. Should be ready to make a move as soon as the Regal Princess has passed us. Intention is to swing in the upper swing ground.
Norwegian Prima, VTS, that's all copied. Information, the Disney Dream sailing delayed till 17:45.
Oh, right, okay. Well, we'll see where we are when that time comes. Might have to wait for us.
VTS, all understood, thank you.
That was the
Alicia, VTS, all copied, thank you, good evening.
Norwegian Prima is going to go to the upper swing ground up here.
VTS, Thalassa.
Thalassa, VTS, sir.
Oh, so yeah, we'll tuck in here by the ocean dock and then we'll stay east of the pierhead until the Regal Princess is clear.
VTS, that's all copied. Once the Regal Princess has passed the Norwegian Prima, she will move into the upper swing ground, swing then outbound.
Yeah, roger that. And yeah, we'll be tucked back in at Mayflower Park before she's headed back down.
VTS, understood, thank you.
Yeah, so the Norwegian Prima is head to the upper swing ground. Which is
VTS, Red Osprey, hook in.
As you can see, Regal Princess is on the move. She's away from the dockhead.
Red Osprey, VTS, that's all copied. Traffic information, the Regal Princess underway from 106 berth. Norwegian Prima on 102 berth at stations to depart.
Oh, cruise cam's on the blink again. Come on, cruise cam. What's the matter with you? Oh, it's going so well for cruise cam. Oh, it's doing things all by itself.
Shield Hall, have a boy, and we're back.
Shield Hall, VTS, that's all copied. Traffic information, Regal Princess underway from 106 outbound. Norwegian Prima will move to the upper swinging ground once the Princess has passed swing, then outbound.
That's all copy, thank you. We'll come up here, east of the green.
There we go. Now it's working.
VTS, that's understood, thank you.
So yes, so slight change to the departure state. Regal Princess is on the move. You can see her there. She's just going to come straight on out. Norwegian Prima is going to go. I almost said Norwegian Pringles. I must be hungry thinking about dinner. To the upper swing ground, and then she's going to go on out. Probably going to not give. Probably have to means that Disney Dream will have to wait. Disney Dream has been delayed until 5:45. I'm going to have a quick nose down Arvia. With a late departure data clock, it's going to get very dark by then. Might not see very much. And we've had some very poor visibility today. I wonder if there's any any flags of a curious nature out there. Seems to be the latest trend to have flags from counties that I'm not familiar with their county flag. Oh, it stopped again. Come on. What's the matter with you? It's a little bit intermittent, is cruise.
VTS, Red Falcon, shortest passing Rob here for Cows.
Red Falcon VTS, good afternoon, Talata, holding south of the ocean dock. The shield hole, passing Hope, north and east of the greens.
Copy, thank you.
And there's Thalassa, just like shipmate of VTS was saying, just south of the ocean dock. Let's see if we can get cruise cam back. Yeah, cruise cam's come back again. It's the weather. I don't think cruise cam likes the poor weather. I know Netlicam doesn't. If it gets a bit too... There's a Wi-Fi link between the camera and the clubhouse. And I think when it's raining, it interferes with the Wi-Fi. Someone up there's got something. Are they waving a... Looks like they're waving a bottle of champagne around. Well, can't see any flags. I don't know if we have any shipmates in the chat who are on Arvia today. No, we had a shipmate who just got off of Disney Dream. No one in the hot tubs. Oh, no, there's one there. There's one there in the hot pool. Plenty of people out on their balconies, though. Rightly so, because it's been, like I said, it's been a wet morning and early afternoon. It's brightening up a bit now. The sun is sort of coming out. We might get a bit of a sunset later. By the time Arvia leaves, I think it'd be dark. A bit disappointing. And the clocks will soon be... falling backwards. Be a shame, getting dark earlier. Ahoy there, shipmate Bradley Coleman. Many thanks for subscribing, shipmate. Welcome aboard. Hope you enjoy your time on the Solent Ships YouTube channel. Oh, well, yeah, that's a good point. I am, of course, the captain of the Solent Ships YouTube channel. I was going to have Paul with us today, but he hasn't replied. Paul is from Love Cruise. He's the cruise expert with cruises, especially departing from here in the port of Southampton. So if you do have any cruising requirements or questions, drop him an email, click on that link, links in the description of the video as well, and he will certainly help you out, book you up a cruise, and give you a discount if you've come via Solent Ships. How about that, eh? What's going on? Looks a bit windy on Netlicam. So what is the wind down there? What is the weather today? It's not too bad. It's around 10-12 knots. That's good. 19C, high humidity, 88% humidity, and there's been no rain in the last hour. So that makes a change because it's been very windy all day. Wet all day. And let's go back. Where should we go to now? Let's go back to cruise cam. I'll have a quick look at the chat now. One of the shipmates did come off of Disney Dream. Shipmate Terry Silver says, breaking news, Disney Adventure will be the new ship. Disney Adventure, oh, well, I didn't know they were making a new Disney.
Talassa, Red Falcon.
Red Falcon, Thalassa. Good afternoon to you.
Talassa, Red Falcon, afternoon. Yeah, we just left our berth, but we're going to hold and let you pass ahead.
Okay, yeah, just see you underway there. Yeah, that's great. As soon as the Regal Princess is clear, we'll be back in the channel.
Thank you.
Thanks very much.
So that's the Red Falcon ferry there. He's obviously noticed that Thalassa is not exactly conspicuous, is she?
Red Falcon and Talassa, this is VTS, I copy all that, sir.
Yeah, thanks, Ray.
I think cruise cam stopped again. Oh, what's the matter with cruise cam? There's just a bow there of Disney Dream we can see. A little bit wider view here of Disney Dream. Oh, ahoy there, shipmate Leon Quartermain. Welcome aboard, shipmate. Many thanks for becoming a member. grab yourself a mug of grog from the galley. No, shipmate Johnny B says MGB 81. I'm not sure it's MGB. Is it MGB? Or it's motor gunboat, so it could well be. Yeah, MGB. There we go. He's talking about MGB here. MGB 81. Normally based in Portsmouth. We went out for a little spin on MGB 81 on Friday. Very exciting. There are a number of gunboats and military boats. There's 3 of them, in fact. There, and I'm not going to remember all 3 of them. There is a landing craft, which was only £20 ago, which looked like quite good fun. Then there was another sort of high-speed gunboat. I don't recall the name of that one. And then MGB 81. So you could book yourself up on either one of those. Pretty good stuff. Oh, and then the Red Arrows. I'll show the Red Arrows again.
Yeah, Red Falcon, Alaska, thanks very much.
Tasha, Red Falcon, no problem.
I think BTS left his microphone on.
Regal Princess.
Message from Regal Princess. Pierhead boy out. She's finished. Oh, there we go. Thank you, VTS. She's finished.
VTS, Red Jet 4, Highline in.
Red Jet 4, VTS, good afternoon. Clear to proceed, caution, your approach. Regal Princess, approaching period.
All copy, sir, thank you.
The Princess lines often do a lot of hooting and honking. I didn't hear any today. Although the wind is probably not in the right direction. Regal Princess! Regal Princess is off on a 12-night British Isles cruise via the Isle of Portland, St. Peter Port, Cop, Belfast, Greenock, Invergordon, Zeebrugge, France. I don't think that's part of the British Isles. Maybe it could be. Or maybe we just need to invade France again. 3,333 passengers on board. 1,338 crew. I'm trying to see if I can resurrect cruise cam. So it's not behaving itself. There's the Red Falcon that was rating earlier. There we go. And there's the Red Jet coming in. And we had the Halassa there as well earlier, the Dutch ship. Now I'm trying to... something's not working somewhere, but it's just squeaking by. It's working. It's working for the minute. Fingers crossed. Let's say we might have a bit of a sunset this evening. Sun set between two Ro-Ros docked here in the port of Southampton. Disney Dream in the background. Better give us a good old honk, Disney Dream, when she departs for this late departure.
Yes, Norwegian Prima on the move, proceeding up the swing.
Norwegian Prima. Good evening to you, sir. Receiver, thank you.
There's Norwegian Prima she'll be heading up to the upper swing ground, which will take a little while. So she's actually departed slightly early. I think she's hoping to get out currently before 5:45. That's when Disney Dream will be departing, and then a bit of a break, and then Arvia will be departing at 8 o'clock. I'll probably head down to the galley after Disney Dream departs. What was I looking for now? I was going to try and... Oh, cruise cam stopped again. Oh, cruise cam. Oh, it's working again. Oh. Come on, cruise cam. It's just not playing ball, is it? Let's see if we can see Regal Princess. No, not quite. That's the bow of Disney Dream we can see there, one of the Roros. And in the back of that is that grey ship, the Naval Auxiliary Ship.
Britann VTS, good evening, ma'am. Traffic information. The large container carrier CMA CGM Tarragona approaching the North Service buoy, about using the main channel. The Kingdom of Fife, currently working by the Warner buoy, requesting a wide berth. Wide berth, please.
Ahoy there, shipmate Sarah Joable. Welcome aboard, shipmate. Many thanks for subscribing. Just trying to get things working here. I think there's been some updates, and I'm not entirely sure things are how they should be. That is the Regal Princess. You can see, they can see a big screen on the Regal Princess there, isn't it? What are they showing? Are they showing Ships TV? No, of course they're not. What's the matter with these people? Yeah, it's working again now. Excellent. Keep an eye on cruise cam. Let's go back to netty cam. Can we see anything on itching cam? No, just some clouds. Story of the day today is definitely clouds. Well, I can almost read what the text on that. Adverts for something. While you're on board, buy more stuff. Yeah, I think that's something like that. Don't think marketing's my strong point. Shipmate Steve Reaper 44 says maybe it's Holby City on the big screen. Well, that would seem disappointing. Boy there, TTC. Finally made it to the comments section. Oh, eating dinner. Well, no problem there, TTC. Well, I'll let you off with that one. Getting all sorts of strangeness going on. Yeah, no, strangers on my end. Boy there, shipmate Kieran. Welcome aboard, shipmate. Many thanks for subscribing. There we go. We can't really see much of the Regal Princess there, just slightly above. Should be on cruise cam. Oh, I would think very shortly indeed. Keeping an ear open, just in case she starts to blow a horn. So the wind direction's not ideal, so there's a chance we won't hear anything. There we go. And there we don't go. Oh, come on, the cruise cam. Oh, just not working very well. Oh, now it's working. Hooray! Back again. don't know if we have any shipmates on Regal Princess. I can tell the names of the vessels just by their shapes. Nothing to do with what's painted on the side of them whatsoever. Some lovely colours now. I think we might have a nice sunset. Let's try and get cruise cam working again. Oh, come on, cruise cam. It's just not interested, is it? There is the stern of Disney there, just to the right. You should be able to see various, what do we call them? Brooms, I suppose. Yes, brooms from the Sorcerer's Apprentice. Lavishly.
VTS, Ocean Scene.
Adorning the stern with...
Ocean Scene, VTS Mark, good afternoon.
Good afternoon, Ray. Just coming away from Town Quay, ran to Shamrock with just 6 crew on board.
Ocean Scene, VTS, receive Red Osprey approaching at the north and east of the Greens, followed by the Shield Hole at Greenland. No reporting traffic, nothing expected outbound from Mitchell.
Yeah, full copy, Ray. Thanks very much.
Trying to get cruise cam interested in working. Seems to be defeating me. Come on, cruise cam. Do it for the captain. Come on. Oh. It's been so good lately. I don't know why. I don't think it likes the weather. Okay. Right. Put my thinking cap on a second. Why don't you watch that one? And I'll put my thinking cap on. Let's see what I can come up with.
I'd seen VTS, Ocean Scene leaving Town Quay back to Shamrock.
There we go. Quite a lot of people up on the deck. Imagine they're enjoying the rather warm departure. Sky Princess, fairly traditional looking vessel. I'll be interested to see what she looks like compared to the Norwegian Prima. With the Norwegian Prima has a has a lent back bow. It's a very unusual design. We'll see Norwegian Prima shortly. She is currently going upper swing grounds and turning around.
VTS, Regal Princess, Western Shelf Hours.
Regal Princess, VTS, good evening, receive, thank you.
Thanks, Ray, thank you.
Looks like there's a few people wrapped up, I've noticed. I don't think it's raining. Regal Princess off our British Isles cruise. Portland, via the Isle of Portland, to say hello to the Bibby Stockholm barge. Hopefully the accommodations on Regal Princess will be slightly improved over the Bibby Stockholm. Then
Yes, White Scene at the hookout.
Then off to St. Petersport,
White Scene, VTS, hookout, thank you, sir.
Greenock, Invergordon and Zeebrugge in and Le Havre in France. Going to be a bit of a wet week for British Isles cruise. Hope everyone on board is well prepared. I recommend you go straight to that bar and have a rum toddy. Or any rum-based cocktail for that matter.
VTS, Red Osprey, Northwest Atlantic, continue with speed, please.
Red Osprey, VTS, Ocean Scene away from Town Quay back to Shamrock, caution to approach, please.
Well, copy, sir, thank you.
Boy, their shipmate Steve Reaper says, it says, Captain, rule number 1, if it doesn't work, hit it with a hammer. If it still doesn't work, it's broke. You know what? you're a man of my own heart. That's exactly my favourite tool in the box. Give it a little tap. If it doesn't work, give it a bigger tap. And if it still doesn't work, just buy a new one.
VTS, we're Jet 4, shortly departing Town Quay.
Red 4 VTS inbound the shield hole east of the greens. Approaching the hard buoy. Outbound the Regal Princess, western shelf.
All copy, thank you.
There's old Shield Hall coming up Southampton water. We'll see her soon. Any luck, we might actually get some decent noises out of her, some hoots and honks and whistles. Here's one of the... Oh, look, there's a picture of the ship on the ship there. Just in case you wondered which ship you're on, that's the ship you're on.
Sea Mayflower Tarragona VTS, good evening, sir. Receive. Ferry Baton, approaching St. Helens, anchorage inbound of Arvia.
Yeah, there's Shield was old variety of whistles. Well, the shipmate Ellie Birdie says, did you miss the Regal Princess singing? No, you didn't. We couldn't hear it. She was at the other end of port, shipmate, way out of range of our microphones, unfortunately. Shipmate Alan asks, how many passengers are on Regal Princess? Good question, shipmate. There are 3,333 passengers, 1,338 crew. I would suggest that's reasonably full.
Alec Council ETS, good afternoon, receiver, thank you, sir.
Looks like maximum occupancy is 3,560, so she's not far off there. And don't forget there could be a few people sailing as singles, so they wouldn't necessarily fill the cabin up, even I suspect all the cabins are occupied. 1,346 crew is the maximum crew. What did I say there was? 1,338, almost maximum crew. Maiden voyage May of 2014. Seems to be having some little niggles going on. I think the weather's got into the system somewhere, isn't it? It's the first time we've had a decent rain shower for ages, and it's causing all sorts of aggravation. I'm having all sorts of issues here today. God, what should I blame today? I blame the weather. I blame the internet the Windows update that was earlier. Yep, Shield Hall getting quite close now. Just seeing if I can see Shield Hall on cruise cam. No. Is cruise cam going to play? Yeah, look at that. Visibility. What is the visibility? Because it's not too bad, but it does look a bit. We can't really see the Isle of Wight, can we? Visibility is down to 20 nautical miles. So it might be a bit less than that, personally. That is a platform just there. I think that's the UKD Sea Line. And Shield Hall must be a little bit off to the left somewhere. So there was a little bit of sun coming out. Boy there, Vanessa Well. Boy there, Narissa Crawford says, I have huge problems with the internet too. I wonder if water's gone into all those cables. That'd be my impression. All this sudden rain. There were some big puddles when I was out and about earlier. Well, there, Johnny B says George Mounts Bay is due to set sail at 12:30 tomorrow, so I'll be ready for this time. Okay, yeah, that's one of the Mayflower auxiliary ships. Oh, it sounds like it's getting windy, doesn't it? I'm going to turn down itching cam. There we go, turning itching cam down. I was hoping to hear some hooting and honking, but nothing as yet. There, oh, it stopped working again. Oh, cruise cam, you do tempt me with little tiny envelopes of performance. Oh, it is definitely not working very well. Come on, cruise cam. Please play along for the captain. Come on. No. There is Shield Hall. Actually, I will put sounds back up because there's a good chance she'll honk her horn at Princess. And then you might hear Shield Hall.
Yeah, hello, John.
And Regal Princess. Oh, there's shipmate Alex Hunt. Welcome aboard, shipmate. Many thanks for subscribing. Yeah, Shield Hall likes to hoot and honk all the various different whistles on board and tries to stimulate a horn battle between herself.
Britannia Beaver, VTS. Good afternoon, Tuesday.
And the cruise ships. Sometimes they play along, sometimes they don't. You can tell if she's making noises because you'll see steam come out of the top of her. Oh, I can see some steam. I did hear something, but I think annoyingly the wind appears to have just picked up. Yes, well, there we go. But definitely heard something. Definitely heard a few whoops and whoops and I don't know how you describe all the various noises that Shield Hall makes. It just appears to be a rather windy. Boy there, the Welsh Wanderers says you could hear some noises in the background. Yeah, it's not ideal condition, shipmate. What I could do about that? My microphone's quite exposed. I did experiment for quite some time improving the sound quality. There's so much you can do when you're on top of a pole next to the sea. Let's have a quick look. Where is Norwegian Prima? Norwegian Prima has almost completed her spin. She's up there at the upper swing ground. Norwegian Prima. Where's Norwegian Prima off to? This is a good question, isn't it? Norwegian Prima is off on a 14-night round trip to Reykjavik in Iceland via Le Havre, Belfast, Reykjavik, Isafjord, Akureyri, Grenja, Olden and Stavanger.
Happy Chelsea, Disney Dream.
Oh, Disney Dream? Who's Disney Dream talking to?
Yeah, even Ray on 38.9 berth. Be good to go at 17:45 once the Norwegian Prima has passed us. Outward bound for Vigo. A draft of 8.64. And numbers, passengers 2824. Crew 1456 plus 1.
This is Dream VTS, that's all received, sir. Norwegian Prima, about to complete the swing now. Shield Hall, east of the greens, approaching northwest slightly.
Yeah.
Oh, there we go. So, DC Dream.
VTS, Red Falcon, at the hook out.
Station calling VTS, standby, break. Norwegian Prima, VTS, all received, sir, thank you. Shield Hall, northwest slightly, east of greens inbound.
Thank you.
Yes, Norwegian.
Station calling VTS.
VTS, Red Falcon, hook out.
Red Falcon, VTS, hook out, thank you. Alicab, cow, south, east, right, middle, bound for cows.
Thank you.
Oh dear, even cow's broken. I think it's an internet problem. That's what I'm going to call that.
Red Eagle VTS outbound, traffic from Southampton, White Scene, West Knoll for cows. The Regal Princess approaching cattle now, outbound main channel, clear channel. She'll be followed by Norwegian Prima by upper swing ground as we speak. Then the Disney Dream from 389.
VTS, Red Eagle, that's all received, thank you.
Norwegian Prima in the upper swing ground. And Disney Dream just down here, dockhead. She will have to wait for Norwegian Prima to pass. Well, their shipmate Pauline Worrell says, lovely to see Shield Hall. Indeed. I'm not sure, but I think this might be one of the last outings for Shield Hall for the year. I may be making that up. I thought someone mentioned it earlier. Regal Princess heading down Kash. I think there's an internet issue here. I think this is what's because it's generally causing me all sorts of problems all over the place. And Cruise Camp, yeah, see, Cruise Camp is not working either. Cruise Camp's very, very fussy about its internet connection. And then even Cows is not looking very good, is it? Look at that. I mean, not as much going on over from the island, but you at least expect to. There we go. That's one of the red funnels departing. And that's a bit of empty water. Shield Hall, all her flags out. Don't know if she's got a band on board today or not. Normally she has a band on board. Wouldn't have been the best days. Very wet this morning. It would have dried off this afternoon though. Shipmate Jonathan Ring says, waiting for the paddle steamer Wade coming. He was on
Shield Hall, the Disney Dream.
Disney Dream, Shield Hall, afternoon, Mark.
Yeah, hello, John. Once this Norwegian Prima has passed us, we're going to come off and swing south of Dockhead, just to let you know.
Yeah, we're coming as fast as we can. We're hoping to squeeze past you and then see the Norwegian off the ocean dock and then be clear of you so you can sail.
Yeah, no worries. Cheers, John. Thanks.
Thank you.
going as fast as they can on Shield Hall.
Disney Dream and Shield Hall. Good evening, sirs. VTS, copy all that. Thank you.
Yes, he's right.
Yeah, it's a bit murky in the distance, isn't it? So, I don't know if you caught that. So, I look at the map. Where's the map? So, it's a little race here.
VTS, Hyde Scene from Town Quay to Hyde. Got the traffic.
Hyde Scene, VTS received.
There's a little race going on between the Norwegian Prima and SS Shield Hall. SS Shield Hall's here. She's trying to get up here, sneak past Disney, and probably pull in tight to the ocean terminal here before Norwegian Prima gets there. And then Norwegian Prima will go past Disney Dream, and then Disney Dream reverse out. It's like one of those games where you have to slide the pieces of the puzzle around to try and make things pass. So there's Shield Hall going flat out, apparently. Flat out for Shield Hall is, according to AIS, 6.2 knots. I think Waverley's faster. I've seen Waverley come at Southampton Water, and it's impressively fast, I think, for a paddle steamer. I didn't think paddle steamers were very fast. Maybe not very efficient, but they are very fast. We'll keep an eye out. I'm not sure where Waverley is. There is Waverley. Let's have a look, see if we can find out. Waverley. Don't know. Regal Princess passing the SO terminal now, heading down Southampton Water. The Norwegian Prima completed her swing. She's now picking up speed. It is a race to see. I think it's going to be right. I think Shield Hall will get past Disney Dream in time. And then, oh yes, well, no, it's not too bad. There's yeah, it's a bit of visibility out there. Shipmates have just informed me that Waverley is currently at Yarmouth Pier, due in at 6:30. So, what time are we now? 5:30. Well, yeah, we might see her then. We might see her come up Southampton Water. I've still yet to drone paddle steamer Waverley. I can't seem to coordinate myself and the ship movements. And the weather, of course. If you're droning, I need a decent weather. I don't seem to be able to connect those three dots together very well. Norwegian Prima are fast approaching the boat show.
Red Eagle and White saying this is VTS, copy all that. Britannia VTS, ma'am, there is no reported large movement outbound from Portsmouth. Thank you for the call.
There's the Lasser, just docked down at the boat show. She sneaked in. Norwegian Prima heading down towards the boat show, and Shield Hall just approaching dock head, so she'll probably sneak in somewhere around here. Allow Norwegian Prima to pass. And then Disney Dream will depart at 5:45 for Disney Dream. And Arvia is not departing until 8 o'clock. And Cruise Cam is still on the deck. That's all there's shipmate. Shipmate to talk about Disney. Elizabeth G says Waverley is a speed monster. You're absolutely right. Definitely very impressive turner speed from Waverley. And Norwegian what's it say in the stern there? Oh yeah, Regal Princess. Regal Princess heading past the Esso refinery. 10 cruise ships in the port this weekend, shipmates. Another busy weekend. Probably start to drop off a little bit now. Their weekends won't be quite so busy. There'll be a few less ships in port. It'll get a bit quieter, and then the clocks will go back. And when the clocks go back, it'll be very dark, and it's not very good when it's dark. Shipmate addicted to Disney says they prefer Magic over Dream. Ah, that's interesting. Shipmate, why do you prefer Or would you prefer Magic over Dream then? Perhaps you could let us know.
BTS, the latter.
Thalassa VTS, good evening, sir.
Evening, Ray. That's us back alongside at Mayflower Park. Thanks very much.
That's received, thank you, sir.
The roving Dutch bar has docked back at the boat show. Shipmate Lizzie Clark F1 says, I prefer the adult-only pool area on Magic, but the Dream is just as beautiful. Ah, okay, an adult-only pool area. Yeah, I can imagine there might be a lot of children on a Disney ship. I've never been on one before, but it would seem indicative of the name that there would be a lot of children on board. It's looking quite calm out there. Shipmate Addicted to Disney, who prefers Magic, says it's a bit more homely. Oh, interesting. So they get yourself a roast dinner on a Sunday afternoon, perhaps. Shipmate Ellie Birdie says she's seen a Waverley, the paddle steamer, stopping off at Pompey in the last couple of days on a bucket list of, along with Shield Hawk. Yeah, it's actually quite tricky to get on these ships because they don't have that many outings per year. Waverley's not normally based here, so that's even harder, isn't it? And Johnny B says, what about MGB 81? Oh yes, I'd recommend that. That was quite exhilarating. I did film that as well, so hopefully one of the cameras corrupted, but the other camera still worked. So hopefully I'll be able to get that out shortly on my list of films. I didn't do a lot of filming at the boat show this year. It was actually a lovely day. I went on Friday. Definitely one of the better days. I would not want to be at the boat show today. I think you'd been very disappointed. Shipmate Jonathan Ring says that they did the Isle of Wight trip and it was lovely. Although he would say they do pack a lot of people on the ship, possibly too many. Well, I guess they've got to cover their expenses, haven't they? Shipmate Alex Hunt got off Disney Dream this morning. And shipmate Jackie says 33 days until they're on Disney Dream. There's a lot of Disney Dream fans in the chat here. Shipmate Ellie Murray says the amount of kids is what puts me off south of Disney cruises.
Yes, Norwegian Prima. Pierhead outwards.
Norwegian Prima, it's getting very close now. It should be on, well, a camera, I guess. If I put the cameras in the right place, we could see, couldn't we? Got it. There we go. Oops. There's some nice light out there. Interesting colours. Let's see if Cruise Cam will play ball. Yay! Cruise Cam's working. Not working. Cruise Cam's not working. Oh, Cruise Cam. What's the matter with you? You're sulking, aren't you? Boy, there, shipmate Darren Thomas. Welcome aboard, shipmate. Many thanks for subscribing. Let's have a little look around here, shall we?
No indication of how long, sir.
Boy, there's shipmate Steve Reaper, 44. He's donated £5 for the super chat. Many thanks, shipmate. Very generous of you indeed. I think, can we see anything? Can't see. Those clouds are moving, aren't they?
Kingdom of Fife, Southampton Vitus.
Kingdom of Fife. Great names some of these ships have. got Shield Hall just coming in off of the dock head now of the ocean terminal, and the what's her name? No, Norwegian Prima. I didn't mean what's her name. Norwegian Prima heading down past the boat show, past Town Quay Pier, ready to pass Shield Hall here at the ocean terminal. We'll get a fantastic view of all the ships from Shield Hall.
Thank you, sir.
Shipmate Steve Reaper donated £5 for the new cruise cam fund. Many thanks for that, shipmate. Yeah, it was a bit ropey the other day, and then it seemed to be behaving itself a little bit, but it seems to have gone back to its bad old ways again. As far as we go there. Yeah, there's some lovely clouds whizzing across the skies here.
Afternoon, John. Pumping up the compressors as I speak.
Excellent, thank you, Richard. We're looking forward to a good toot then, please.
Oh, toots. Sounds like Norwegian Prima and Shield Hall are going to have a sound off. There we go. Can't quite hear it. Wind's in the wrong direction, unfortunately. Oh, why can't they honk their horns nearer to us? You can see the steam there by the funnel. That's the whistles. No, couldn't hear anything. Oh, what a shame. Disappointing, isn't it? Need more microphones around the port. We're missing all these important noises. Can we see Norwegian Prima? Not sure. Where is Regal Princess heading down Southern Water? Looks quite calm out there, doesn't it? Not a unpleasant water out there today. I do think the sun has popped its head out. And, yep, Shield Hall and Norwegian Prima just passing. I think if we had a microphone nearby, we would have heard all sorts of exchanges of hoots and honks and whistles and bellows and all those exciting things. Norwegian Prima is off on a... What is she off on? Quite a long one. She 14-night round-trip cruise to Reykjavik, Iceland, Le Havre, Belfast, Isefjord, Ekerud, Granger, Olden, and Stavanger. Be on our screens any moment now. There's definitely a bit of sun coming out. There we go. Can't really see it from this viewpoint, but a very odd bow on Norwegian Prima. We will see it as she goes past cruise cam, as itching cam later. Really distinctive, a swept back bow. I'm sure there's some reason for it. Do that. Plenty of shipmates up on deck. Reasonably full ship. There are two... hang on. There are... Actually, I'm not sure passenger numbers on Norwegian Prima. I don't think we've heard yet. Anything like the other ships, relatively full, I should suspect. Most of the ships, cruise ships coming out of port recently have been pretty much full. won't be until we get into the darker months.
VTS, Ocean Scene.
Ocean Scene, VTS Mark, go ahead.
Hello, Ray, that's us at Shamrock, and that's our lot for tonight, thank you.
Receive and thank you for the call.
Thank you, good night.
And there's an excellent slide here on the side of Norwegian Prima. Goes right the way, in my imagination, it goes right the way from the buffet, right the way down to my cabin. I'm not sure you'd want to go on that after you've had an extensive tour of the buffet, though. Could be rather unpleasant going for all those twists and loops. But, in my mind, that's how you get down from the buffet. Actually, maybe better from the bar after you've had a few rum-based cocktails. You whiz down to your cabin. Oh, I can see a few people waving there. Not too many. No flags today. And there's Regal Princess just starting the turn. Yeah, quite a few people out in the balconies. They'll all be looking at Arvia, which is to the port side of Norwegian Prima.
BTS, the Disney Dream.
Oh, and Disney Dream as well.
Disney Dream, VTS, good evening to you.
Yeah, evening, Ray. That's so starting to let the lines go now. Coming off, swinging south of Dockhead.
That's received, sir, thank you, and ferry traffic.
Yeah, understood.
There we have a little puddle of sunshine here. I do like the graphics down the side. Quite fancy, aren't they, really? It's the bow that's... I think it's the bow that caused some people some... Look at that, swept backwards. It does. I mean, it looks like a menacing figure from the Second World War, just about to embark on an Atlantic raid. I'm sure that's not the case.
Mr. Jim Tarago now, VTS, that's all received, sir. There is no reported traffic from south and west.
There we go. Arvia bathed in sunshine. Norwegian Prima is just passing Disney Dream. That she will be the next to depart. Slightly later than she was hoping, but can't be helped. Then once Disney Dreams departed, P&O Arvia is not due to depart until 8 o'clock this evening. Shipmates have suggested that this is due to the flights from the Channel Islands being delayed, which I'm not surprised because the weather today has been frightful. We have the Regal Princess just rounding Cowshot Spit now. In the distance, not terribly visible, but there you go. Just down there, right on the left-hand side of the screen, just coming in. Oh, well, the wind has dropped right off. Look at that. There's hardly any flutter at all on the flag there, on the front of Arvia. Actually, I did wonder if it was the image had stopped, but no, I saw a bird fly past. The image is working. With that shipmate Lucy, also Lauren says, did you know that Princess has bridge cams for all their ships on their website? I do, shipmate. There's a few of the lines that have bridge cams. Shipmates leave early. I for some reason I just think the logo on the Princess lines on the front looks like a big octopus, and for the longest time I thought it was a big octopus, and people had to correct me and said no, it's actually a princess with her wavy hair. I think it's something to do with Ships TV being very close to galley time. My mind,
Red Osprey, start to departure, all clear to go.
my mind is drawn.
Red Osprey VTS, that's all copied. Traffic information, the Disney Dream on 38-9 berth, shortly to depart, will swing south of Dockhead. Norwegian Prima, Western Shelf outbound, and the Red Eagle approaching the Reach inbound.
All copied, thanks.
There we go. There we go. There's the Norwegian Prima. I'm going to move back to Disney Dream with Itchin Cam.
Norwegian Prima VTS. VTS, yes.
Oh, I thought I could see the stern. Oh, do you know what? No, I can't. I can't see the stern for some reason today with Itchin Cam.
VTS, that's all copy, thank you.
Well, you might have copied it. I certainly didn't. I couldn't catch a word of that. No, I can't see the front because Arvia is in the way. When there's no ship there, we can see the front of Disney. In fact, we can see pretty much down the starboard side of Disney Dream quite clearly. We can't see anything today because we've got words for very large things, Arvia, in our way. But Disney Dream is supposedly tingling up. Keep an eye on the map. I thought we could see the stern of Disney Dream, but apparently not. And there we go. Itchin Cam is over here at the Southampton Sailing Club, which I hopefully thank them gratefully for their allowing me to put the camera there. So that's, it sees across. Yeah, it doesn't really, can't see past the grain silos, unfortunately. There they go. She's on the move. Well, that's funny because the map's not up to date then, is it? Oh yeah, no, she's just slipping down the dock. Ah, interesting. Well, I didn't hear anything though. Put the sound up again just in case. We may have missed it though, again.
BTS, Red Eagle, Bookboy in.
Red Eagle VTS, that's all copied. Traffic information, Norwegian Prima, Northwest Netley outbound. Disney Dream just away from 38-9 berth, backing down to south of Dockhead, swinging then outbound.
That's all received, thank you very much.
Well, I think we may have missed the horns again. Oh, I was early as well today. Maybe she'll play them again when she goes forwards. Not convinced. No, I thought I could hear something just then, but no, I don't think I can. Oh, it looks like visibility is reducing. I'm just looking on cruise cam. Yeah, look at that. So I think the rain is returning. I just think the Disney Dream is just a perfect imagination of what you might conjure up in your mind of a cruise ship. Lovely, elegant, swoopy lines, pointy bow, You hear the dulcet tones of an oyster catcher. There is Norwegian Prima on cruise cam there. Heading down Southampton water. Dizzy Dreams heading out with 2,824 passengers, 1,456 crew. She is off on a one-way cruise to New York via Vigo, Lisbon, King's Wharf in Bermuda. I've heard from our channel sponsor, All at Love Cruise. If you are interested in a cruise from the Port of Southampton, drop him a note, let him know you've come from Solent Ships, and he'll look after all your needs. He tells me that repositioning cruises.
Roger 4 VTS, that's all copied traffic information. Regal Princess at the West Bramble, outbound main channel to east, clear channel vessel. Norwegian Prima approaching the Hound outbound, also clear channel, and Disney Dream backing down to south of Dockhead will swing then outbound. Over.
Yes, Paul from Love Cruises saying that repositioning cruises can be a good bargain. You get to go somewhere different. Only disadvantages, of course, you have to fly back from wherever it is you are, but he can arrange all of that as well at the same time. And you end up in New York if you're going on Disney Dream via Bermuda. Boy there, shipmate Craig Dawes says we'll be on Ventura on Tuesday. We'll give you away from the clamshell. Oh, excellent, shipmate. That's a great location to be. Easy to spot you there at the clamshell. That's the bit at the front. Always reminds me of something out of Star Wars.
VTS, this is Steam Discovery, VTS.
Shipmate Odette Hull says, hello, my boss and his wife are on Norwegian Prima. Great to get to see it leave. Thank you. No problem, shipmate.
Steam Discovery VTS, that's all copied traffic information. Norwegian Prima at Lanes Lake outbound, and Disney Dream south of Dockhead swinging, and also then outbound.
Shipmate, oh, I missed it now. Where's he gone? Shipmate Lizzie Clark F1 says she's doing a repositioning cruise from the Caribbean to Southampton. Well, that's quite fun, isn't it? Fly out to the Caribbean. You're spending a couple of days there, soaking up the atmosphere, and then heading on back to a, well, if it was anything like today, let's have a look. It's a bit murky out there today. Not the best. You'd be heading back to the Caribbean if you arrived in port today, I think. There we go. We can see
Apex VTS.
See Dizzy Dream turning here.
VTS, that's all understood. The Norwegian Prima south of Lanes Lake outbound, and Disney Dream swinging off the Dockhead outbound.
It's very calm waters out there. My maps are a bit tardy. Get to see right down the length of the ship. Look at that.
Hello, VTS, Phoenix, VTS 7. VTS all copied, traffic information, Norwegian Prima approaching Greenland outbound, Disney Dream swinging off at Dockhead, then outbound.
I'm hoping we haven't missed the horns, but I think there might be a chance we have. You can see she's spinning around quite well there. Shipmate CS28 says, can you zoom in on the stern, please? I shall do that when she's stern on to Itching Cam. That'll be the best view of the stern. Doesn't look like she's moving there, does she? But if we go over to Netlicap, you can see how rapidly she's spinning around. A few shipmates wandering around on deck. I did see somebody on the flume ride go whizzing past. I think this is what the shipmate was after here, is a viewing of Mickey. Let's see if we can see this mouse, see what he's doing to the graphics on the stern. Has he finished painting them? There we go. That is... I think that's Mickey Mouse and some brooms. There we go. See the Disney Dream, registered in Nassau. They've got little hooks for the characters to hang on. I hadn't noticed that before. Even the ropes, I say fake ropes. The simulated ropes. See a couple of shipmates down there when they were tiding away the lines. Preparing for departure.
VTS, Red Osprey, we'll keep outside the red for the Disney.
Red Osprey, VTS, that's all copy.
I certainly say that I think they certainly keep the Disney Dream ship looking very ship-shape and pretty. Not that some of the other ones look rusty, but they can look a bit, how do I put it, weather-worn, well-travelled. There we go, well-travelled. Disney Dream always looks very tidy indeed. She's got some real speed up now for the spin, isn't she? Shipmate Vernon Vaughan says Sorcerer Mickey from Fantasia on the stern. There's the Harbour Master coming back.
Waverley, VTS.
Shipmate actor Sean Johnson says, fantastic camera work, stunning views. Many thanks, shipmates. Not the easiest thing to control, if I'm honest, these cameras. They do a bit of mind of their own sometimes, but I think we're doing.
Waverley, VTS, that's all copied. There's no reported outbound traffic to the west of.
Looks like we've got the ferry coming in. No. Yeah, we won't be seeing Disney Dream now until July 2024. Shipmate Mr. NPC61 says, blimey, can't turn my car around that fast. I know. And your car's certainly not that big either, is it? When you're trying to turn around in a supermarket car park, you have to remember that you could be driving 300 plus meters of cruise ship, and they don't seem to struggle. I'm not sure what my excuse is. Shipmate Craig Dawes says, for a big ship can spin on a penny, those bow thrusters must be huge. Yes, they are. They are massive. Those bow thrusters are bigger than most ships' propellers. Absolutely gigantic. There is Norwegian Prima just heading down past the Esser refinery, off on her 12-night cruise, I believe. See the very pointy bow of Dream there. I like that. Looks like a very, very classical looking ship. And Regal Princess has made it all the way over to the Island of Wight. See, I think that does look like an octopus. It just looks like an octopus, all those legs. And that's definitely an octopus. So must be very close to galley time, I think. Shipmate Matthew Summers says, looking forward to seeing Disney Dream in Fort Lauderdale. Ah, shipmate Matthew Summers. Ah, you an American shipmate. Ah, excellent. If you are any other shipmates from outside the UK, let us know in the chat where you're from. We often get a few shipmates from the States and elsewhere.
BTS, Disney Dream. BTS, Disney Dream.
Disney Dream, BTS 7.
Yeah, we're all strong, Western Shelf outward.
Disney Dream, BTS, all copy, thank you.
Yeah, Ballard Tim Ellis says that looks like a hair product logo. It does, doesn't it? Looks like your local hair salon. I get my locks cut and blow dried. I think we had a shipmate. Oh, no, I didn't see that. No, missed it. I think we had a shipmate said they were from Florida. It's Regal Princess. You can see here when they pass the other way, they've picked up a bit of speed. Someone's reversing their Tesla. I think we can take that off. Didn't hear any Disney horns. What a shame. Oh, no, wrong one. Turn the wrong one.
Disney Dream, BTS.
Yeah, BTS, Disney Dream.
BTS, we have got confusion over whether you've passed your figures for your passengers and crew yet.
I did. Do you want them again?
BTS, were they 2824 passengers, 1456 crew?
Yeah, step by one. Yeah, say again, 2824 passengers, 1456 crew.
BTS, that's all copy, thank you.
Yeah.
I've turned myself off. I've been talking to myself for ages now. I turned myself off. I just tried to turn myself back on. Right, question. Ahoy there, shipmate, all aboard the cruise life. Question, what's the most ships you've seen?
UKD Sea Line, BTS.
Sailor to Southampton in one day. Well, if you're talking about cruise ships...
Yeah, Sea Line.
Sea Line, BTS, do you know who is tying your vessel up on 45 berth tonight?
We're not going to 45 tonight, sir. We're going back to 29 tonight. And then in the morning, I'll come around two-handed and one of my crew will walk from 29 to 45 to take our ropes.
Sea Line, BTS, that's all copy, thank you.
Thank you.
There we go. Look at that. Visibility's improved. A little bit of a spot of sun there for the Octopus Princess. And we have the Norwegian Prima on the right. That's a 2-in-1. We've had 3 ships on the cameras in one go. But the question was how many ships. We've had 5 cruise ships depart on one day. That's the most we've followed on Ships TV. I think that's the most we get in port when it's really busy. I don't think we get any more than 5.
I've seen VTS, all copy, thank you.
I will stand corrected if someone can let me know.
Which champion VTS over?
Shipmate Sarah Joable says, "Good evening, Captain. Your voice sure sounds
Which champion
like
VTS, that's all copied. Have a good watch, thank you.
H.G. Tudor to me. Oh, I don't know who H.G. Tudor is. Interesting. I didn't know I sounded like anyone. You'll have to expand, shipmate, on and tell me who exactly H.G. Tudor is." Shipmate Sam Longhurst says, "Amazing seeing so many ships this evening." Yeah, we've got a couple more. Actually, one more. There you got the Disney Dream departing, and then we'll have the Arvia. Shipmate Matthew Summers says, "How many cruise ships can Southampton hold at one time?" It's a good question. I think 5 is probably. I mean, sometimes there is a cruise ship at the Alpha anchorage, which is off of Cowscam. So technically, if you're calling that Southampton, it could be 6. I don't think, because you've got the I don't think there's enough terminals to have more than 5 in port. Shipmate William Kirby says his family are on the back port side of Dream, right above Mickey. Ah, what a great spot. Shipmate Nicholas Hall says in 2012 all 7 P&O ships sailed out together. That's right, they certainly did, shipmate. Not sure if they were all actually picking up passengers. I don't remember. I wasn't broadcasting then. Shipmate the Wigan Digger says Arvia is late leaving. That's supposed to be at 6 o'clock. I guess that's right. Arvia was supposed to depart at 6, but is now departing at 8 o'clock. Another shipmate have suggested that this is due to poor weather in the channel, causing passengers from the Channel Islands to be delayed on their flights. Only little tiny planes from the Channel Islands. One of the red jets zooming by. Well, I hope you've enjoyed this broadcast, shipmate. Again, we seem to have failed to pick up the Disney horns, and we won't be returning until July 2024. So, could be a while before we hear them again.
BTS, Red Jet 4 Northwest at the end, continue at speed, please.
Red Jet 4 VTS, yes, if it's safe to do so.
Thank you.
Apparently, I've just been informed that Arvia is now updated her departure time to 7:30. It's forever changing Arvia departure times for some reason. Well, if you have enjoyed this broadcast, I do thank you all for subscribing, and if you haven't subscribed, please do think about subscribing. I will continue following the Disney Magic ship down Southampton water, and the other Norwegian Prima, and the Princess has already departed. She's well off. Around past Cowes is the Regal Princess. And it looks like Arvia might be departing at 7:30 now. Next broadcast, probably, I'm not sure when. I'm not sure. Could be a little while. Might try and... yes, likely to be a little while. That's what I should say. But we will be covering the ships anyway. And these will be done principally by our spanners. And if you do appreciate the effort they put in, do thank them in the chat, because they really appreciate your thoughts. They'll probably answer any question better than I can, because they're excellently knowledgeable chaps, and they keep an eye on what's going on. So we do thank the Blue Spanner crew ministry, and of course thanks to all my PayPal donors and Patreons. And if you remember the channel as well, you'll get access to information and the VTS radio. Thank you. We have a new subscriber, a new shipmate. I'm going to struggle to pronounce any of that because some of those letters don't look like ones I can pronounce. But welcome aboard, shipmate. Many thanks for subscribing.
VTS, Red Eagle, Northwest Nightly, information to carry on speed, please.
Red Eagle, VTS, yes, it's safe to do so.
Thank you.
Oh, ahoy there, shipmate. Ford Cortina. That's a name from the past. Many thanks for subscribing. Right, I shall carry on with this, but I'm going to head to the galley because all this talk of octopuses has made me hungry. I've got a couple of films coming out shortly. You'll probably see them, so make sure you're subscribed. Till next time, shipmates.
Marina, VTS, good evening. Marina, VTS, I know the figure's already entered. Traffic information, the Regal Princess at the Peel Bank outbound main channel. Kingdom of Fife working on the Warner Boy requires a wide berth and reduction when passing over. VTS all copied, and the City of Chichester and the AI Avocet working to the southeast of the NAB Tower. Britannia Beaver also to the southeast of the NAB Tower, inbound to boarding area Foxtrot. VTS all copied, thank you. Norwegian Prima, VTS, that's all copied. Traffic information, Kingdom of Fife working on the Warner Boy. Requires a wide berth and reduction when passing. And Britannia Beaver approaching boarding area Bravo, inbound to board pilot, then into Portsmouth. Regal Princess, VTS.
Yeah, VTS, the
Steam Discovery, VTS. VTS, that's all copied, thank you. Disney Dream, VTS.
VTS, Disney Dream.
Disney Dream, VTS, traffic information. The Steam Discovery on SN number 4 is singling up and will follow you out of.
Yeah, copy that. Thank you.
Marina, the Regal Princess, hello, Jim. Marina, the Regal Princess. Yeah, Marina, the Regal Princess. Yeah, hello, Jim. Yeah, we're going out slow, so we'll follow you out if you're happy. Yeah, okay, well, we're going to have to do the same. Okay, so we'll follow you out.
City of Chichester, VTS. VTS, that's all understood, thank you.
Yes, we're approaching the hook outbound.
Red Osprey, VTS, that's all copy, thank you. Falcon VTS, that's all copied. Traffic information. Norwegian Prima, Bourne Gap, outbound main channel to the east is a clear channel vessel. Red Osprey, approaching the Reach, outbound. The Disney Dream, passing SO number 1, outbound, also a clear channel vessel. And the Esteemed Discovery on it, SO number 4, singling up, ready to follow the Disney Dream outbound. I've seen VTS, all copy, thank you. Waverley, VTS, over. Waverley, VTS, traffic information. The Norwegian Prima, Bourne Gap, outbound main channel to the east, clear channel vessel. Red Osprey at the Reach, outbound to Cows. Disney Dream, passing SO number 2, outbound, clear channel vessel. And the Esteemed Discovery, singled up on SO number 4, will follow the Disney Dream outbound, not clear channel, over. Waverley VTS, that's all approved.
Okay.
Marina VTS, over. VTS, that's all copied, thank you.
VTS, Roger, 4, break away from Town Quay for Cows.
Red Jet 4 VTS, sir. Kingdom of 5 VTS, sir. Kingdom of 5 VTS, that's all copied. Please call me back when you are in position and before you drop your anchor, over.
VTS, Roger, 4, apologies, I think I've spoken, just bring away from Town Quay for Cows.
Red Jet 4 VTS, that's all copied, thank you. Traffic information. The Disney Dream, passing SO number 4, outbound clear channel vessel. The Esteemed Discovery on SO number 4 will depart after the Disney Dream has passed, outbound, not the clear channel. Waverley at West Leap, inbound to 105 Bertha.
All covered, thank you.
VTS, UKD Sea Line.
Sea Line VTS, over.
Good evening, sir. That's us finished for the day. Like to head back to 29 for the night, please. And we'll be letting go at 07:30 to move around to 45 berths, take our bunkers anywhere between 8 and 9 o'clock tomorrow morning. Over.
The Sea Line VTS, that's all copied, thank you. Security, security, security. All stations, all stations, all stations. The wide berth and reduction at the Warner Buoy is now lifted. The wide berth and reduction at the Warner Buoy is now lifted. Southampton VTS out. Station calling VTS, call again please. Regal Princess VTS, that's all copied. The Britannia Beaver just to the east of the nav tower, inbound to take a pilot at Echo in. Britannia Beaver V. Britannia Beaver VTS, traffic information, passenger vessel Marina at the Warner Buoy outbound main channel, passing west of the nav tower, and the Regal Princess between the forts outbound west of the nav.
Yeah, good evening, please, Toby. Are you happy for green screen? We'll head over to the...
VTS, Disney Dream.
Disney Dream.
Yeah, if again, that's the hook point.
Disney Dream VTS, that's all copied. Traffic information. The Waverley approaching the sleep will go outside of the reds to allow you to pass if it need be.
Yeah, that's right.
Waverley VTS, all copied, thank you. High Scene VTS, that's all copied, thank you, good evening. of 5 CTS. Kingdom of 5 VTS, over. Kingdom of 5 Southampton VTS, over. Kingdom of 5 VTS, over. Kingdom of 5 Southampton VTS, over. Kingdom of 5 Southampton VTS, over. Kingdom of 5 VTS, over. Kingdom of 5 Southampton VTS, over. Marina VTS, over. VTS, that's all copied. Traffic information, Britannia Beaver, just north of the tower. Inbound to take a pilot at boarding area Echo. AI have set a city to work in southeast of the tower. No other reported traffic, over.
VTS, will show.
VTS, that's all understood. Break. Britannia Beaver VTS. VTS, all copied, thank you. Kingdom of 5 VTS, over. Okay, the 5 VTS, yes, you may anchor in that position. Please call me back again when your anchor is brought up. I was replying to your transmissions, however you couldn't hear me, over.
VTS.
Steam Discovery, VTS, that's all copied. Traffic information, the Waverley, outside of the Reds, heading towards the Bourne Gap. Let the Disney Dream pass, then come back into the channel, over. Britannia Beaver, VTS. Britannia Beaver, VTS, that's all copied. After the Marina, you have the Regal Princess approaching St Helens, outbound west of the tower, and the Norwegian Prima approaching Peelbank, outbound main channel.
VTS, Jenny Blue, away from Highs Pier, up for Shamrock Quay.
Jenny Blue, VTS, all copied, thank you.
VTS, full jive, yeah, away from 21, round 446.
Will Jive, VTS, all copied, thank you. JW VTS, that's all copied, thank you.
Much obliged for that, thank you.
Colombian Star, VTS, good evening. Colombian Star, VTS, that's all copied. Please maintain a good listening watch on channel 12 for the traffic and 09 for your pilots. Do not pass your pilot boarding area until your pilot is safely on your bridge. Traffic information, the Marina passing Nab Emboy, outbound west of the Nab Tower, followed by the Regal Princess approaching St Helens, outbound west of the Nab Tower. Colombian Star VTS, yes, 2100, boarding area Charlie. JW VTS. VTS, yes, Calshot tie gauge 1.17. VTS will copy, thank you. Lomax VTS, good evening. VTS, standby please.
Down, speak to you in the morning. Good
Sea Lion VTS, that's all copy, thank you. Lomax VTS, over. VTS boarding 2215, 2215.
VTS, Red Falcon at Hookin.
Red Falcon VTS will copy, thank you. Given the 5 VTS, over. VTS, that's all copied. Please maintain a good listening watch on channel 12 and 09 all the time, over.
VTS, Red Eagle, shortly away from Royal Pier, en route to Cows.
New Frontier 1 VTS. New Frontier 1 VTS, all copied, thank you.
VTS, Red Eagle, shortly away from Royal Pier.
Red Eagle VTS received, thank you. The Red Falcon's at the hooking and the paddle steamer Waverley at the reach inbound for 105.
That's all copy, thank you.
Colombian Star, Southampton VTS. Colombian Star, Southampton VTS, can I check your last port of call and maximum saltwater draft, please? Thank you. And how many persons on board? Thank you, sir. And do you have any dangerous cargo on board? Please answer yes or no. That's all received. Many thanks.
BTS Waverley, hopefully in.
All copy, thank you.
BTS Waverley.
Copied, thank you.
BTS, Red Falcon at the highest line, permission to maintain speed. Thank you.
Paddle steamer Waverley, clocking in at 15.3 knots. Very impressive.
JW VTS, yes, a Cal shot 1.34 at this time. That's all received, sir, thank you. Just traffic at this time, the Red Eagles at the Catalan Delta should be clear. You will see the Arvia passenger vessel due to depart 46 berth 1930, not called yet. Pleasure 4 VTS, yes, you may proceed at speed if safe to do.
VTS, we're telling you.
Wittonia, Solent VTS.
Yep, 46 berth round to 36 berth, please, for the night and for transfer to Janie W. All agreed with the berthing master. 4.5, 182 and 10 POP.
Britannia Beaver VTS negative. Wittonia VTS, yep, that's all received, sir, thank you. You may proceed when ready.
Thanks, sir.
Waverley, travelling at an impressively fast 9.7 knots in a 6 knot speed zone. Very impressive.
Commodore Goodwill, Southampton VTS, good evening. Commodore Goodwill, Southampton VTS, that's all received, thank you. Can I just confirm the draft crew and passenger figures and hazardous cargo status? Commodore Goodwill, Southampton VTS, that's all received, thank you. Traffic information. The bunker bar, the dredger, Britannia Beaver, is just approaching the St Helens buoy, inbound for Portsmouth. Britannia Beaver, Southampton VTS. Please go. Britannia Beaver, Southampton VTS. Yeah, traffic update. The Commodore Goodwill at the War Memorial outbound.
VTS, Arvia.
Disney Dream VTS. That's all received, so thank you. The Britannia Beaver approaching the St Helens buoy inbound. And looking ahead, the Colombian Star, 10 miles at
south-southwest of the NAB. We'll be inbound to Border Portsmouth Pilot 2100 at Charlie.
VTS Arvia.
Arvia, VTS, good evening.
VTS Arvia, yeah. Portside 2 on 46 now, just making preparations for departure. Should be away half past or thereabouts. 8.5 maximum draft out for La Corona. Figures to follow.
Arvia, VTS. Okay, so that's all received, thank you.
VTS, Osprey, about to depart, East Coast.
Red Osprey, VTS, all received, thank you. The Red Osprey, VTS, the Red Eagle's just passing SO outbound, and the Arvia due away from 46 berth in the next 10 minutes or so, clear channel outbound.
Awesome, thanks.
Norwegian Prima, VTS.
VTS, full jive. Yeah, afternoon again, sir. Access away from 46 berth with the will carry 300, round forward 21 berth.
We'll jive, we're telling you.
We're down here, we'll jive.
Just let you know we're going alongside 36 for us, straight on, port side 2.
Yeah, copy that, Martin, we'll keep clear, yeah.
Ahoy, shipmates! I was going to say it's part 2. I guess, yeah, part 2. Had a bit of a gap there. We've seen the Disney Dream, the Norwegian Prima, and Regal Princess depart. Arvia was a little late. She keeps rescheduling the time, and now it was 8 o'clock, and now it's 7:30. They just radioed in. So they will be departing shortly. They were just singling up, so keeping an eye on those lines there. Hope you've all managed to pop down to the galley. Had a bit of a sight earlier. We had Waverley.
VTS, Red Eagle, hook out. Red Eagle, VTS received, thank you. The Red Osprey is just leaving Kells in bed. Welcome, thanks.
We had the paddle steamer Waverley steaming up Southampton water earlier. Over 15 knots. We were talking about how fast earlier she was compared with the SS Shieldhall, and quite clearly the Waverley is much, much faster. More than twice the speed of Shieldhall. Ahoy there, Joe McKinney. Ahoy there, Anne Savage. And ahoy there, Jane Morris. And shipmate Johnny B says, looks like the seagulls. Yes, I've realised we're turning into a bit of a wildlife programme here, aren't we? Seagull cam.
Go on, good well, VTS, all received, thank you. Britannia Beaver just past the St Helens buoy inbound, and no other immediate traffic at this.
Unfortunately, we've reached that time of the year where it is getting dark. That's 7:30 and it's quite dark. Not particularly interesting sunset today. Yeah, you can see all the lights on in the port now. It's going over on Cows. Not a lot. It's a bit dark and murky, doesn't it? Just see occasional flashing light from a buoy there. But we do get to see the cruise ship all lit up, which is quite a sight. The Ada line from Germany, or AIDA, or ASDA, as I more often refer to them. They are very colourful, like floating nightclubs.
CMA CGM Tarragona, Salisbury. Tarragona VTS, that's all received, thank you.
Let's just check, see if there's any movement on these lines. Yeah, look like they're all still there, doesn't it? There was some discussion earlier that the departure of Arvia was delayed due to poor weather and flights from the Channel Islands. It certainly was awful today weather-wise. Yeah, plenty of pigeons. No, not pigeons, seagulls. Plenty of gulls there, keeping an eye out. Oh, I think there is some line action going on. Looks like something in the background there, doesn't it? Where's that one then? Is that coming over? Oh, yeah, there it is. Oh, we can see in. We can't normally see in, but because it's dark, but because it's now dark outside and light inside. There we go. We can see that line come in. Look at that. There it goes. This is neat, isn't it? One day, perhaps the powers that be will see. Well, I'll let the captain down to the deck here and watch all those lines come in. See lots of little feet and shadows and people moving around. I think the shipmate on the actual hatch door there is an officer.
Southampton VTS, Redjet 4, shortly away from Town Quay, Chaos.
Roger 4 VTS, received, thank you. The Arvia on 46 berth, just letting go last lines, caution as you depart, please.
That's all copied, understood, thank you.
Roger 4 VTS, information, the dockhead gauge currently 1.53.
VTS, Redjet 4, all copied 1.53, thank you.
Waverley.
Waverley, Southampton VTS.
VTS Waverley, good evening again. That's Alpha, stand berth 105.
Waverley VTS, that's all received, thank you, good evening.
Waverley came steaming in earlier at over 15 knots, very fast. And we're just waiting for a delayed departure of Arvia. They're just coming, the lines are coming in, so she is shortly away. I can't see, let's have a look, see if which lines are coming in then. I've definitely seen one line coming, there has been some activity. It's not so good when it's dark though. I might, can we see our itching cap? Oh yeah, look, it's really dark, all the lights.
VTS, the Arvia.
Arvia VTS.
Yes, we're ready now to sail.
All received, sir, thank you. Redjet 4 just getting away from Town Quay. Red Falcon, the next ferry departure, nothing else immediate impact.
Okay, thank you.
At this stage in the evening, our people may have already been, shipmates may have already been down to the buffet. Now be retiring to their balconies.
Port Saint Michel, Solent Ships.
Looks like someone's having a little disco all to themselves. It's a very solitary disco.
West of the nav main channel, that's received, thank you. Sorry, sir, I copied 603 passengers. I didn't copy the crew figure.
I think someone may have set the
96 and any hazardous cargo.
Someone may have set the smoke alarm off.
That's all received, thank you. Traffic information, the passenger vessel Regal Princess around 4 miles south of the nav tower, proceeding outbound. And the passenger vessel Norwegian Prima will shortly be passing east of the nav tower, proceeding outbound to sea, and she will be followed by the passenger vessel Disney Dream.
Oh, hello. What's this there here then? 40 something. 40. Definitely 40. I'm reading 40. Unclear as to what is 40.
Regal Princess, Southampton VTS.
This is the tried and tested light torch function.
Regal Princess, Southampton VTS. Traffic information, the passenger ferry Mont Saint Michel, 9 miles south of the nav tower, inbound for Portsmouth.
The tried and tested torch function on the smartphone. Look at that. I spotted you very quickly. I'm guessing it's someone's 40th birthday. Or could be a 40th wedding anniversary. Not sure.
Yes, sir, she's listening on 12 if you maintain contact with her on 12.
I'm getting some nice views over on Itchingham. That's sun. Well, a bit of a sunset later.
Tony Beaver, Southampton VTS.
Yeah.
Thanks, Jim. Good evening.
Anniversary of wedding. Maybe someone in the chat will inform us. Oh, there, shipmate Paul Duckworth. Many thanks for subscribing. Excellent. Well, that's good. I wasn't expecting. I don't think we've seen a 40th before. I'm going to assume that's... I don't know if that's wedding anniversary or... We don't know. We don't know what that is. We are none the wiser. Let's have a look at these lines, see how they're coming on. Because it's not even 8 o'clock and it's really dark. I think we've got all lines in. Don't see any here. See shipmates scurrying around behind. Our chap there is on the wing, on the hatch. Oh, I think we've got some backwards motion. Yep, we are on the move. Arvia departing Port of Southampton. For a 14 night Mediterranean cruise via La Coruna, Palma de Mallorca, La Spezia, Marseille, Barcelona and Cadiz.
Lomax VTS, okay. Copied 5 POB and the maximum draft, please.
Just been informed that Waverley is ending her South Coast tour early.
5.3, thank you. And outbound, the Red Jet 4 just leaving the Town Quay. Red Osprey at the North Thorn inbound. And the Janie W Hillhead inbound for the dock.
Ended her South Coast tour early due to an incoming weather front.
You'll be main channel. That's received, thanks.
I can understand that because this week is going to be awful weather-wise. I definitely picked the right day
Red Osprey
to go to the boat show earlier.
VTS, Red Osprey.
Red Osprey VTS, traffic update. The Janie W at the Hillhead buoy in for the docks and just leaving SO, the tug Lomax outbound main channel. Red Jet 4 dockhead.
All copied, thank you.
Janie W VTS, traffic update.
Looks like we have another torch waiver.
Janie W VTS, Red Osprey there at the North Thorn inbound. Outbound traffic, the Lomax just leaving SO will be out main channel. Red Jet 4 at dockhead out.
It's really difficult seeing in these conditions. It's amazing what the change of time of year does. Makes the camera very tricky to see the darkness. Not too bad over on Itching Cam though. Got a bit of a sunset going on. I think we'll have to stick with the zooming out, I'm afraid. Just not enough light to be zooming in. Or there, David H. Elizabeth Leaborn has been released from the brig. Well done, shipmate. Hope your time in the brig wasn't too uncomfortable. Shipmate Iona Baker says her auntie and uncle are on Arvia. And ahoy there, shipmate Walter Cleland. So we've had one 40th flag. Shipmate Elizabeth Leaborn says Arvia looks pretty lit up. Yes, you might see some in the centre dome there. I can see a waving torch on the top. Tempting to zoom in, but it's just can't really see very much. It's too dark, I'm afraid, shipmates. Somewhere up there, isn't it? Let's have a look anyway. We'll see what we can see. Must be some shipmates up on the top there. Oh, yeah, I can see the waving torch right in front of the shaped sky dome. It's one of the differences between Iona and Arvia is the dome. On Arvia, the dome is retractable. Iona, it's not retractable. Well, I could definitely see a flashing light there. Look at that, yeah. We've definitely got some whizzing going on. Modern technology is really handy, isn't it? I suppose if you're really cunning, you could send an SOS message, a Morse code message via your torch, and maybe I could decode it. Although I don't think my skills of decoding Morse code via light are very good. Might have some skilled shipmates in the chat who could decode it for us. With their shipmate Joan Francis says, spent the week on the Isle of Wight, came home today on the new ferry. Very nice. Ooh, which new ferry was that, shipmate? That must have been a White Link one, was it? Arvia headed out past the entrance to Ocean Terminal just there. Soon to start her swing. Oh, who's there? Shipmate Robert Cooper. Says, Captain, I'm going on the Queen Victoria next month with my wife and daughter. They are now big fans of the channel and are looking forward to our trip. Well done, shipmate. Oh, that'll be a good one, I hope.
VTS, Eleanor.
Eleanor, VTS.
Yeah, good evening. Just to let you know, it's the crew on board for the Glovis Comet sailing.
Eleanor, VTS, that's all received, thank you.
I hope that perhaps if the weather allows, give us a wave as you depart. That'll be good to see. Shipmate Sofox could zoom in on the back of the ship. Oh, have a look. So it's quite challenging at the moment. You might have to be a bit more precise than just the back. It's not. Plus also it's disappearing off the edge of the screen. It's the back of the ship, but as you can see, unfortunately due to the lighting conditions, it does make it tricky to actually see anything. It's dark, it feels like winter's coming. Shipmate Daz says, I always used to call the White Link, which is the ferry, the other ferry to the Isle of Wight, I used to call it the Might Sink. I've not heard that. I like that. That's quite good. The Might Sink. The Isle of Wight might sink. Very good.
PTS, we're telling you, yeah, we're all fast now, 36 for us, thank you. Good night, and next job is the Queen Mary 2 on arrival tomorrow morning.
BTS, what else, Bray? Okay. Welcome, thank you.
Hi there, shipmate Ella Dean says, my nan and granddad are on Arvia. Excellent, hope you like that. Oh, shipmates Ellie reminds me, autumn first. That's true. Wishing the year away. Autumn before winter, although can't help it. It actually wasn't cold today. It was lovely and warm, but it definitely was feeling dark, very dark around lunchtime and wet. There you go. There's Arvia just slipping out of the dock. I think that's a bit tardy. There we go. She's slipping out. The weather is currently just under 20 C and 91% humidity, and haven't had any rain for a little while. See the reflections on the balcony windows. Occasionally in the mornings, if you get the right sunrise, you get all the balcony windows reflecting the sunrise, golden clouds in the side of the ship that looks like it's all on fire. It's very impressive. Quite a few shipmates on their balcony. Looks like maybe they're going down for a late buffet, or perhaps they just been to the buffet already. Well, I think they'll be quite glad to get out of this wet week of weather we've got coming up. There we go. We can see Arvia straight on here, spinning around amazingly quick. Shipmate Ellie says, autumn is my favourite season. And so does Johnny B, like autumn as well. Shipmate Sam Longer says something, what's the thought? I think this is what's the thought of the day. What's the thought of the day? What? That's a good one, shipmate. Thought of the day. Feels like rum season coming up. That's what it feels like to me. Almost completed her swing before she heads on out for a 14-night Mediterranean cruise via La Coruna, Palma de Mallorca, La Spezia, Marseille, Barcelona and Cadiz. No information on numbers, unfortunately. I would imagine there's somewhere in the region of 5,500 passengers. She's still spinning there. It's starting to head forward now. Are you there, shipmate? Beefy T-Dog says Keith and Laura are on their second cruise next November. 2-week Caribbean cruise. Can't wait. Is that next November as in a year and a couple of months' time, shipmate? That's a long time. Or is it just November and a couple of months' time? On Britannia, says Beefy T-Dog. Hopefully you'll have a good cruise and they won't break their mooring lines while they're in port and crash into some sort of cargo ship. Don't want that. Yes, BPT Dog says next year. That's a long wait, shipmate. You'll be very excited by then. Shipmate Carlos Tilbury says he was in Cadiz earlier this year, when a cruise ship docked in and you couldn't move around the market. I have heard that about some of these. Shipmate DAS says last year on Iona we were 5,100 passengers to 1,600 crew. Service was poor. I travelled on Iona earlier this year actually with similar numbers, and I didn't find service to be too poor. It was at busier times it could be a bit slow. I think their system for delivering drinks to you seemed a bit of a pain, if you ask me. I'm quite happy for the bar just to give me the drink and I'll take it away, but they do insist on you delivering it to your table, which seems to involve everyone walking around in circles a lot and no one seems to be knowing what they're doing, which I don't know, that's one of those things, isn't it, I guess. Still hiding behind those grain silos. Well, I've forgotten what it's like at night time. The lighting conditions are definitely challenging. Definitely looks quite bright and colourful, doesn't she? All of the bars at the rear all going. Actually, it wouldn't be a bad night, would it, if you were departing? Because I think it is. No, not on the map. Weather. Yeah, it's still almost 20 C, so pop on a little jumper or something, or a little cardigan, depending on your preference. I think you'd have quite a pleasant evening sat on the stern of Iona, watching the bright lights of Southampton disappear into the distance.
Yes, Jenny W.
Yeah, shipmate Daz is saying the same thing about the bar service on Iona. They want you to sit down. Yeah, it's just a bit slow, isn't it?
VTS, Jenny W. Yes, we're going to we're turning on 36 and then on completion of a transfer off to 22. My apologies, I didn't call it Hook Boy there. Just past Hook Boy now. So to Wittonia and then to 22 on completion. We'll leave the Wittonia where she is.
Yes, it can be a bit slow, I think.
And you said Arvia's on the way down now, yeah?
Yeah, can't miss Arvia. 180,000 gross tons.
That's all copied, sir. If necessary and possible, I'll come out east of the greens, see how we look in a second.
Yeah, I think it'd be quite handy if you could pick up a drink or table service a bit quicker. Or if you could order at your table with some sort of app or something. You could say,
all copied, sir, thank you.
Here's my drinks, delivered to this table. And that'd be a bit quicker. Because whenever you sit down and you don't want to drink, they come around and ask you 3 or 4 times. And then whenever you sit down and you want to drink, they all seem to look the other way. They just seem to know, don't they?
BTS Arvia, that's just coming down to Western Southampton.
Shipmate Ella Dean says first cruise was Ventura in June. It was great.
Osprey followed by Jenny W, thank you.
And now I want to go bigger. I can recommend it. Even though we're complaining about the bar service, the rest of the time the ship was very good. And really the bar service was only really busy at 7 o'clock on an evening when everyone was getting a drink before dinner, between 6 and 7. Which, you know, you've got to expect that, haven't you, really? But the rest of the time, it's very decent, very good. Not as busy as you might imagine. Well, I hope you've enjoyed that rather extended and long broadcast this evening, shipmates. We saw the last of Disney Dream until July of 2024. Just having a quick look myself to see what's coming up. Tomorrow we have the Queen Mary 2. We've got 3 ships tomorrow. We have the Queen Mary 2. The Boletta and the MSC Poesia. Or Posey. Pick your pronunciation as appropriate. Then Tuesday, Queen Victoria, Ventura and Ada Prima. That's 3 on Tuesday. So still quite busy, really, isn't it? Then Anthem of the Seas on the 21st. Celebrity Silhouette, Britannia, Island Princess, Queen Mary 2 again on the 22nd. And Iona on Saturday. 4 on Saturday, next Saturday. Iona, MC Virtuosa, Norwegian Star and Sky Princess. Sunday, we have them at 3.
Yes, Janie.
I'm just looking through the list to see if there's anything interesting coming up. I think we haven't seen before. Mein Chief 3. MSC Arvia. I don't remember live streaming that one before.
We will be at Dockhead at approximately 20 past. It shouldn't take us very long to get all fast if you're happy for us to tie up.
That's on the 13th of October. Things are definitely calming down quite a lot. And all the way through to Christmas. Yeah, all the way through to Christmas. Is there one on Christmas? None on Christmas Day. No, none on Christmas Day. Yeah, it's getting quite quiet. All right, many thanks for joining this live stream, shipmates. I hope you've all enjoyed it. If you aren't subscribed, please do think about subscribing. It does feel like the season is coming to an end. I haven't got anything planned. I was going to go back to the boat show, do a bit more filming, but the weather this week is appalling, so I wouldn't be going there. I've got quite a few more ship movements coming up, but things are starting to ease off a little bit once we reach October. And I don't think I have anything planned ship-wise. Boat show really was the last thing. Yeah, I think that was it. Yeah. Anyway, right. Thanks to my subscribers, PayPal donors, Patreons, and of course the Blue Spanner crew for answering all your questions in the chat and helping me out because I don't know what I'm doing half the time. I shall carry on following Arvia down Southampton Water. But until next time, shipmates.
Waverley, Southampton VTS. Waverley, Southampton VTS, that's all received. Call again on completion, over. Montsite Michelle, Southampton VTS, west of the tower, outbound the Esteemed Discovery. Not too sure what her intention, over. Montsite Michelle, Southampton VTS, affirmative, traffic information, Esteemed Discovery, NAB East Boy, outbound.
Yes, Red Osprey, next in request maintenance speed, please.
Red Osprey, Southampton VTS, may proceed if safe to do so, over.
Thank you.
VTS, Eleanor.
Eleanor, Southampton VTS.
Yeah, we just cleared 44, we're going around for the Clovis Comet sailing.
Eleanor, Southampton VTS, all received. Traffic information, Red Osprey, Western Shaft inbound. J&W, Greenland in, she's be up for 38.9.
Thank you.
VTS, Red Falcon, short is passing Royal Pier for cows.
Red Falcon, VTS, all received. Traffic information, tug Eleanor, leaving Ocean Dock around for 31. Red Osprey, Western Shelfin. Janie W approaching a Hound Boy in Shibia, holding on 38.9. Over.
All copy, thank you.
BTS Fargate, shortly away from 37, round to 31.
Fargate, VTS, all received. Janie W approaching a Hound up for 38.9. Red Falcon away from Royal Pier, outbound.
All copy, thanks.